biohazard battle. And no, this isn't Resident Evil or anything remotely related to the classic Capcom franchise, which is, of course, known as Biohazard in Japan. But I believe a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with interesting-looking vehicles then that you could choose or craft, or however you wish to term them. Here we go. Looks like some kind of insect? Or is that just me? Maybe a grasshopper? With a little bug that's also shooting with me. I do like that when you get little companion shooters in these side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups, and I'm essentially shooting at shrimp here, or some other form of cosmic crustacean. Yeah, interesting start to the game. Not one I've played before. Ooh. I think it's quite a good looking game, is what I would say. You know, some interesting character, is that the right term? Enemy design, should I say? And a lot going on screen. Pretty repetitive background, and I'm hoping that changes. Oh, we've got another enemy, some kind of dragon millipede type thing. Definitely seems to be sort of insect based entirely, which is interesting. I don't know what the storyline is to Biohazard Battle, if there is one. But yeah, it's not so bad so far. I found a good strategy here. It seems if I just stay here, everything will just dying. Oh, first death. Yeah, so it seems that the power-ups don't necessarily make you stronger, they just change the weapon that's in use at that particular time. The background is... oh, I'm about to say the background's really annoying, but thankfully it does appear we're moving on to another level, so hopefully that gives us a bit more variation. Yes, we're in a city of some sort. It's certainly not going to win any awards, I don't think this. It's not so bad, but it's not doing anything that's blowing me away here, apart from just being a bit kooky with the characters, with the enemy design. The sprites are all quite big as well, which doesn't give you much room to manoeuvre. It's not like, you know, sort of R-type or anything like that. It is game over, but I do have continues. We'll try a different ship, because I did dick about a little bit with the difficulty at the start, because I just know what these games are going to be like. So there is a charge shot, as you can see, as I attack the floating sperm that was coming towards me. You just hold in the trigger button, and it does do sort of a big dispersal. An awful lot to say on this. It's pretty bare bones as far as entertainment goes, I must say. Nothing terrible, but just, yeah, very nondescript. I believe this was a Mega Drive exclusive. I think it's an internally developed game, maybe in the arcade as well. I can't remember, but I'm sure that it was a Sega game for the system. Well, that thing is, it's on a track, like a roller coaster insect. Look at its little feet as it goes along the rail, like pincers, like a crab. Might as well try a different one. So far there's been very little variation in the craft, apart from how they look. They are exactly the same, which is a little bit disappointing. It would have been good if they all had different weaponry or some kind of special ability that the others don't. What that thing is that's over my head, is it like a shield, or I don't know what it was. Yeah, the backgrounds and everything are still very repetitive and not very visually stimulating. It kind of looks like I'm having a battle with the insect hordes over the ruins of Middlesbrough, actually. maybe that's the case. Maybe that's where it's set in the northeast, but not where I'd have chosen personally to have a insect-based side-scrolling shoot 'em up. But you know, it's better than the usual New York or anything like that. So yeah. Come on. Whoa! New enemy type. Some sort of xenomorph-esque face hug climbing the skyscrapers type enemy. No boss battles thus far, which is a bit interesting. Didn't have one at the end of the first level. Whoa, lots of slowdown there. There's a lot going on. I'm quite enjoying myself, you know. I don't need to turn around entirely off track when I've been criticising the game. It's not that it's particularly bad, but oh, I think we have a boss. We do indeed have a boss, and I've got no health left, I don't think, so I need to absolutely ace this, or I'm going to have to redo the whole level. Oh, so he's chucking the ruins of Middlesbrough back at me. Seems pretty easy. Hopefully gonna get him. Just got to be patient and wait for my moments, and there we go. There we go. So we're on to mission 3. Yeah, not bad. Biohazard Battle. It's an interesting name as well, isn't it? I wouldn't see that title and think that I'm going to end up playing a game like this if I hadn't previously researched it. But you know, there we go. Life is full of surprises when you're playing the Sega Mega Drive from A to Z. It's amazing. This is the 40th game I've played so far on the system during this channel's time. Obviously played far many more in real life. Not that this isn't real life, but you know what I mean. But yeah, 40 games so far, and I was thinking to myself, that's a fairly sizable number really, considering I took some time off from YouTube, well, in terms of video games anyway, for quite a while. Yeah, 40 games, and I'm trying to think, what's the best game I've played so far on the system? Quite early on I played Disney's Aladdin, which I love, one of the best games on the Mega Drive. That could be the winner at this stage. Game over. Great. I think I've got another continue left, yeah. We'll have one more go. We'll just try the last remaining ship to see if we somehow get some difference. No. Unsurprisingly not, it is the same as the other 3. But that's fine, that's fine. But yeah, probably Aladdin off the top of my head. I'm sure there's probably another game I've given a high score, like 9 or 10 out of 10 too, but I'm pretty sure I gave Aladdin a 9. Maybe even a 10, I don't remember. Hard to believe it, but probably about 10 months ago that now. Time moves in weird ways in lockdown, which hopefully we're all coming to the end of. Wouldn't that be lovely? This level's a bit more interesting to look at, with a jungle and plant life. Enemies very varied, I have to say. They're all insect based, but they're very varied. Not been much repetition of enemy types, which is nice. And is one of the things I like most about the game, I must say. Oh no. I've got 2 lives left. Palm trees coming up. Oh, it's Lars Homestead in the background with a cracked top. wonder Owen Lars led such a difficult existence with the Jawas and these floating insects on his case all the time. Rest in peace, Owen. And Amberu, of course. These palm trees are annoying and slightly difficult too. There we go. Great. Well, there we go. I think I've seen enough from Biohazard Battle to assign a score to it. Not a bad little game. Nothing in any way extraordinary. But yeah, solid enough little shooter. Interesting to look at.